The infusion lab?
Evacuated.
Trainees?
Gave the order myself.
What did you tell them?
I told them to run.
That's all they need to hear until we reach Seattle.
Agreed.
Anything new on the terrorist?
He's in the city. No ID yet. Unclear whether we're the target.
An academic distinction if he really has a nanite detonator.
Scanning. Survey region clear.
The security bots have acquired the target. We're too late!
Helipad, let's go. Move! Did they destroy the whole city to get at us?
Our enemies aren't that desperate.
Perhaps we made a new enemy.
What if they already know about the Seattle facility?
We have other options.
We aren't equipped to fight a war.
We're going to change the terms of engagement. It's our war, not theirs. We don't need cities or armies. We have the cells of human bodies. An invisible weapon for an invisible war.
Welcome, Alex. I see that you're awake.
Just trying to sleep off the chopper ride. What happened? The guards practically dragged me to the roof.
Let me introduce myself. Layla Nassif, director of the Tarsus Academy here in Seattle.
I've been moved to Seattle? What about Billy? Is she here too?
Alex, I'm afraid something happened in Chicago. A terrorist attack. We evacuated you and Billy just in time.
No one told me anything about an attack. How bad is it? I have friends in Chicago.
You don't want all the details in one dose, trust me. Why don't you come downstairs to meet the other trainees? Refer to the map you found at the facility. Billy Adams you know from Chicago. Check in with her in apartment 454 on your way down.
What was that noise?
Nothing to be concerned about. You have your assignment, Alex.
Security assessment changes.
Attention trainees. Self-study will last only until the top of the hour.
Very funny.
You looking for me? Huh? You looking for Leo Jankowski? I'm probably in the rec area working out. We're already on a plane for Horde RCP, Special Security Division. And I bet you...
Until our security
What happened?
assessment changes,
Mike and I,
we've
we've worked here for years. Usually nothing makes it past the turrets.
Do you know what's going on? Dr. Nassif acted like nothing's wrong.
I'm sure SSC will be sending help any minute now.
Yeah, who's there?
It's me, Al.
Finally, it's about time you woke up. Come on in. We've got to talk about what's been going on around
Self-study
here.
will last only until the top of the hour.
I take it you heard the disturbance.
Any idea what's going on around here? This Dr. Nassif is telling me to ignore what sounded like an explosion, and I just saw a man killed in the hallway.
I tried to get answers out of Dr. Nassif, but all she'd give me is the elevator code. It's 28901 if you need it. I don't know what's going on, but it's clear we're not safe. We don't know anyone here, so we'd better watch each other's back.
Thanks. I guess I should meet our hostess here already. Not much else I can do, and maybe I can get some better answers in person. You coming?
No, not yet. I've got things to do.
Attention trainees. Self-study will last only until the top of the hour. Until our security assessment changes, Tarsus will be operating as a closed campus. Please remain in the main complex. Attention trainees.
I'm sure you've already made a good...
Yeah,
You've always been...
there were an awful lot of strange files in the sea.
I'll let you know if I...
Please remain in the main complex. Until our security assessment changes,
I take-
Any-
Tarsus will be operating as a closed campus. Please remain in the main complex. Until our security assessment
I'm sure you've already...
Tarsus will be operating as a closed campus.
Have you met any...
Attention.
Now you've really upset me. That almost hurt. It will take more than that. Not bad, but I'm better.
Until our security assessment changes, Tarsus will be operating as a closed campus. Please remain in the main complex.
Breaking news.
Hi, this is Clara. Sorry I'm not in my quarters right now. I'm probably on the lower level.
What's going on? I saw one of your troopers killed.
All part of SSC duties.
What do you...
Attention trainees. Self-study will last only until the top of the hour.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
I know what you must be thinking. Don't worry, this won't be a repeat of Chicago.
The facility's under attack. By who?
No one, just an isolated incident. Listen, we want the trainees to stay in the rec area. You'll be safe
Doctor, we have a code yellow.
Hello, Stan? Are you sure?
One of the guards turned up dead.
I'll be right there. You'd better introduce yourself to the others. Clara's just down the hall and Leo's running laps around the track.
What's going on? I have a right to know if I'm in danger.
You'll be safe in the rec area. Go, Alex. I don't have time to debrief every one of the trainees.
Hello there, you must be Alex. I'm Clara Sparks.
Hi, what's going on? It looks like this facility is under attack.
Probably just more demolition. That's Upper Seattle, you know, always growing. We hear it all the time. Hey, you must be overwhelmed. I mean, Chicago? The whole city. What's your...
My foster parents.
Your parents? Oh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. I'm sure.
So, they let the Chicago transfers out of their cages. You're looking at Leo Jankowski. You train here now, so I get...
Alex, I just talked to Dr. Nassif. Know anything about a Code Yellow emergency? A security...
Would I be running if there was an emergency? Me? You never heard the name Leo Jankowski in Chicago?
Right, Jankowski. It's great to finally meet you.
Well, don't be intimidated by my ranking. I make a point of treating every team member as an equal.
Thanks.
Tough break about Chicago. I think everyone will understand if you want to take it easy these first few days.
I appreciate that. Listen, I'm serious. You didn't hear the explosions? I saw a guard killed right in front of me in the apartment level.
Probably staged. A test for the new transfers. They rewrote the exercises because of my performance. If there was trouble, they'd notify me immediately.
The guard was dead. I'm sure of it.
Better look again. They did the same thing to me during summer recon. I got a perfect score because I kept my cool.
Sounds like you're in this for the adventure.
Why'd you sign up? Money?
My foster parents enrolled me at a Tarsus middle school. I never thought about it much.
An orphan? You were pretty pampered for an
Leo's been
orphan.
taking some
Why not
design
be a
lately.
banker or something?
I grew up in old Chicago, not some cozy enclave. My parents made it clear I was going to have to make it on my own. When I got picked for the covert ops program, I figured what the hell.
What the hell? What kind of assignment do you expect with that attitude?
A risky one, with a big salary.
Let me finish my run.
Facility is under attack. Alex, please get the med kit and the multi-tools from your equipment locker next to the basketball court. Just a caution, I'm transmitting the soft key ID to your data board right now. More details when they become available. Terrorists seem to belong to the Order, religious fanatics. Their exact objective is unclear. All trainees will evacuate the facility immediately. Use the elevator in my office.
We've got trouble. I spotted a seeker coming our way. Look, there's no reason for me to drag a trainee into a firefight. Why don't you try to slip out before I start shooting?
Sounds like a good way to become a target.
Not if you're careful. Just stick to the shadows, crouch, and move slowly. You'll come through just fine.
How about you distract the terrorist while I sneak by?
Well, alright. I'll give you a few seconds to take cover once you leave the locker room, then I'll try to draw the seeker's fire. Just keep your head down. You never know what's gonna happen when the shooting starts.
Intruders are storming the facility. Evacuate immediately. Warning, autonomous security systems have been compromised.
Be careful.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Intruders are storming the facility. Evacuate immediately. Warning, autonomous security systems have been compromised.
Don't mess with the SSC. I mean it.
Take more than that.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Intruders are storming the facility. Evacuate immediately. Warning, autonomous security systems have been compromised. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Intruders are storming the facility. Evacuate immediately. Warning, autonomous
Yeah, that's what it was called.
compromised.
It wasn't really that hard.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Intruders are storming the facility. Evacuate immediately. Warning, autonomous security systems have been compromised. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Intruders are storming the facility. Evacuate immediately. Warning, autonomous security systems have been compromised. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Intruders are storming the facility. Evacuate immediately. Warning, autonomous security systems have been compromised. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Intruders are storming the facility. Evacuate immediately. Warning, autonomous security systems have been compromised. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Intruders are storming the facility. Evacuate immediately. Warning, autonomous security systems have been compromised. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Intruders are storming the facility. Evacuate immediately. Warning, autonomous security systems have been compromised.
If you want to avoid confrontations in the hall, you can crawl through a vent shaft I found earlier.
Oh yeah, you forgot, you didn't see this, but I killed Billy Adams in the beginning.
Never thought I'd see
Just don't have to deal with her again.
There's a secret down there.
Yeah, you can kill her with a shower, which is the weirdest thing ever.
Do whatever you want. It's not my problem.
You kids really are a bunch of brats. Well, I'm gonna do my duty, if only for all the SSC that got taken down today.
To rescue you from an inhumane scientific experiment. Hear us. You have been brainwashed. Reject Tarsus and the tyrants who established it. Order be praised. May her holiness watch over and guide you.
No more chaos.
This is the order. We are now in control of this facility.
Collision. Evading contact.
Our
Thanks
seekers
for
are
nothing.
securing the building
Guess he
on
forgot his
foot.
bulletproof
We have
backpack.
programmed your security systems to neutralize threats to our cause. Tarsus and the tyrants who established him. Order be praised. May Her Holiness watch over and guide you. This is the order. We are now in control of this facility.
Slow down there.
Our seekers are securing the building on foot, and we have reprogrammed your security systems to neutralize threats to our cause.
Now watch the ceiling while I cut the power.
That's one of the subjects.
Shh, the sound barrier.
Not just a sound barrier, he can see us.
What do you think he'll do?
Which one is it?
D03.
Didn't get a chance to read the file.
Maybe we should leave.
Not with the security grid malfunctioning. We're fine right here.
Let's hope he has a sense of humor.
Order be praised. Her Holiness watch over and guide you. This is the order. We are now in control of this facility.
Yes, the ladder tutorial. The most needed tutorial in this game.
This is the order. We are now in...
You've already seen the lab, so I guess it won't hurt anything for you to install a few biomods. You'll be needing them. The canisters will transfer seed populations of nanites into subregions of your body. You will need to configure each subpopulation for a specific skill. For instance, the actin drivers in your legs can either increase your speed or quiet your footsteps, not both.
It's a little late for a seminar on my biomod architecture.
The Tarsus program may be unconventional, but trust me, we take care of our trainees.
The people attacking Tarsus, are they the ones responsible for Chicago? What's going on?
The Order is an intolerant cult. They hate multinational corporations and the private security forces that protect them.
Which means me.
Exactly. But I don't think they were involved with Chicago. They're a worldwide organization, not a band of terrorists.
Doesn't look that way to me.
Many organizations would like to see us fail. That's perhaps all I should say for now.
Why should I trust someone who spies on me in my own apartment?
We keep our operation secret for a reason, Alex. Don't expect a full debriefing while you're still in danger of being captured. Now install your biomods and get out of there.
Now get the most broken biomod. This guy right here. Here's another one I need. I'm just gonna get this because it's Iron Man run. And if I die, closing the game and not coming back to this for a while.
Well done. Enjoy. Even though they run on normal energy cells, your systems are far more efficient than the standard piezo-chem architecture. Now get down to the street. The elevator on this level uses the lab's general access code, 3445.
We are here to rescue.
Trust me, Tarsus has strict policy against voyeuristic behavior by our researchers. Your living quarters were observed only to ensure that our graduates show no behavioral abnormalities days after the biomod infusion procedure.
Order praised. May your holiness watch over and guide you. This is the point. We are now in control of this facility.
You must be the captain who goes down with the ship.
In a manner of speaking. We won't hand our research over to fanatics, not without a fight.
Something's happening. Another squad of terrorists.
Where?
Right below us. They're going through the apartments.
You sure you're gonna stay and fight?
If our enemies capture this facility, they'll learn how you were made. Stand by us, Alex. You're the one with combat training. Maybe you could handle the intruders before they reach my companion and me.
Is this entire facility for studying us, the trainees? Was I under the microscope in Chicago too?
Biomodification is more involved than you might imagine, Alex. This facility was for your protection.
You know my name.
I better know a lot more than that if my code is going to be regulating protein synthesis in the cells of your body.
This is the order. We are now in control of this facility.
That's strange. I don't feel so good.
You cannot see order. Your end is near.
What's that?
Reject Tarsus and the tyrants who established it.
I can't really tell, but...
Repairing wounds. Tissue viability restored.
I wonder what made that noise. Suspicious activity. You're dead. Flank! Oof! You've got this covered.
Reassembling tissues. Healing functions complete. Operation normal.
with you. Go. You're free. I'm Limit Chen.
Protect me from who?
Dr. Nassif.
No one...
Sir, that's close enough. Do not approach the checkpoint.
What's going on? Why am I the one being questioned? I just escaped from a raid on Tarsus.
Let the WTO handle this disturbance. Just answer my questions. Who do you work for? All non-Enclave workers must leave the area until security can be restored.
That's one of them.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay, you can pass, but you're instructed to report immediately to Chief Morgan at the WTO air terminal.
Something wrong?
Just move along so we can seal off the area.
You'll be safe in the WTO Enclave. Whatever you do, don't go down the inclinator into Lower Seattle. The Order terrorists are strong there.
You've gotten past the checkpoint. Good. Now forget everything those troopers just said. I trust the WTO about as much as I now trust Tarsus.
Take your nonsense somewhere
If you need further proof of the
else.
program's duplicity, you should stop by Nassif's apartment. I got the address when I broke into her office. Apartment 2224, Emerald Suites. I'm transmitting a map of the complex to you now.
My business plan didn't have a column for acts of terror. Kinda messes with the Pequachino price point.
That bad?
I charge almost double compared to Queequeg's Coffee in Lower Seattle. Why? Terrorism, taxes, rent.
Rent, I hear you. The WTO shouldn't ration construction permits.
You're telling me.
I guess business is a little slow because of the terrorist attack down the block.
Could be. Clive here was just telling me about it. Tarsus Academy, right? Usually the Order goes after the Inclinator.
Business is always about the same, since you asked. That's what I was saying. You can barely make a profit up here because of the high rent.
Yeah, I wouldn't have to pull so much volume if I had a branch in Lower Seattle. What's it to you?
Just curious. The Pequod's in my hometown was always packed.
Personally, I think it's about time Lower Seattle, Queequeg's Coffee in particular, got their own taste of terror.
I hear you. Have something specific in mind?
Not that I want to see anyone get hurt, but I'd pay to see someone break in and set fire to their inventory of coffee beans.
Nice.
That's arson.
Very perceptive. If you look like one of those Tarsus kids who hang around here, they do the job, maybe just lob a grenade in there or something. Interested in a little adventure?
I'd have to think about it.
The Queequeg's manager lives in apartment 21 of the Herring's Loft building. I bet you could find the code to the shop there. Careful, though. He's always loafing around at home, since he doesn't have to do the 24-hour shtick like us.
Get out of Upper Seattle while you can. The WTO could decide to arrest you at any moment. You can reach the lower districts via the inclinator at the northwest corner of the enclave.
Citizens, we have been accused of over-engineering our economy. Well, this is the legacy we inherited from J.C. Denton. J.C. Denton, the solitary criminal mind that precipitated the Great Collapse and showed us just how fragile the old system was. But how? Just a rumor, you said? No. My investigators have uncovered proof underground at Area 51 that he was not working for the United Nations, and in fact that there never was a global terror network. He acted alone. Even the recent Chicago disaster pales in comparison to his crimes. Trust the WTO's cautious policies. They protect civilization from madness itself.
Trying to brainwash more mercenaries?
How do you mean?
I'm talking about the attack on Tarsus. Is that what you do when people won't listen to your sermons? You murder them?
Brother Lamar spoke to me when he entered the Enclave. He and his Seekers are sworn followers of Her Holiness.
Go back to preaching your nonsense. I have no time for this.
May Her Holiness watch over you. Once I was like you.
She's unconscious.
Welcome to Club Vox. We've got the latest NG Resonance Sim, the best music, and even a VIP club for your more private exchanges. You can pay the cover for the main club here.
Here you go.
Besides the usual offerings, we've got the latest NG Sim on the second floor. The owner usually hangs out up there where he can watch everything. If you need more privacy than the ground floor can offer, you might ask him about the VIP club. The stairs are on the right just after you enter.
Thanks.
Have fun.
Great place to meet chicks, huh?
Everything satisfactory, young man? I am the owner.
Just taking a look around.
Pardon the intrusion, but you look modified, am I right? My cousin used to run a clinic.
What do you want to know?
Just a small security matter. I've had trouble finding reliable protection. You see, one of my VIP club members is being framed by a lawyer living in the Emerald Suites.
What's the lawyer say the club member did?
The charges are pure fabrications. It doesn't matter. The lawyer is one Kevin O'Rourke. He lives in Suite 2226. To be blunt, I want him dead.
You're asking me to murder an Enclave citizen?
Tell his bodyguard that you're handling the SMG shipment for an arms smuggler named David Kurzek. That'll get you inside the apartment. Do this, and I will pay you a handsome reward, plus a VIP membership. Repeat anything I just said, however, and you will join Mr. O'Rourke in a long trip to Lower Seattle from the Space Needle Overlook. Thank you for choosing Club Vox.
Hi, I'm NG Resonance. What would you like to talk about?
I'm Bud Puckett. Remember me?
Bud, it's been 3 days. How was your date?
I don't know.
Come on, Bud, fill me in. Did you hit it off?
Not really. That so-called dating service ripped me off.
Tell me about the young woman.
Well, first of all, she wasn't young. Hey, NG, I have a question.
Yes?
I know you're just software. You probably have holocoms all over the world.
We'll have more fun if you pretend I'm NG.
But I was wondering, does the real NG ever see these conversations, like watch recordings or anything?
Sure, NG loves hearing music fans.
Yeah?
Yes, I love my fans.
Hi, NG. I hope you're listening. I'd like to meet you for real sometime.
Of course I'm listening. Don't be silly.
I'm Bud Puckett. I live in Upper Seattle. Call me sometime, maybe next time you're in town, okay? It's all yours.
Hi, I'm NG Resonance. What would you like to talk about?
You must know everybody in the club.
Let's talk about you.
Tell me about Bud Puckett.
I like Bud. He's one of my biggest fans.
Lots of bouncers in here. Are they really necessary?
Every society has rules.
But armed guards at a nightclub?
The business.
Come on, I don't need this today. Klutz, cut it out.
Hey there.
You see the kitties?
I'm on duty right now.
Evening.
Quite an uninhibited young fellow, aren't you?
What do you mean?
I saw you looking at me from across the room, and then you walked right over. How nice. Ever since I became the Enclave's Minister of Culture, most people treat me with a certain chilly deference.
Not new to Seattle. I didn't know who you were.
Oh, well that explains it then. I have a couple of drinks here every night, and every night I go home to an empty penthouse.
Well, I'm sorry, but if you're looking for someone to,
Hush, hush. Let an old man have his pleasant thoughts. Would you do me a favor?
What's that?
Tell that gentleman at the table over there that I'd like to invite him to my penthouse to discuss his sculptures over a glass of sherry.
Why don't you tell him yourself?
I don't know. I just freeze up whenever I try to mix business and pleasure.
Hi there.
Well, hello.
Just wanted to let you know that the man at the bar, Seattle's Minister of Culture, would like to invite you to his penthouse to talk about your sculpture.
Oh, I know quite well who the minister is, and how he likes to do business. I've been trying to catch his eye. Tell him I'll meet him at his penthouse in about an hour.
No problem.
Are you his new chamber boy?
Not exactly.
Too bad.
What is the little sprout's answer?
He said he'd meet you at your penthouse in an hour. He seemed disappointed that I'm not your new chamber boy.
Would you like to be?
Very funny. You know you don't seem very shy to me.
I'm serious. I could give you the key to my back stairwell. You could have drinks and hors d'oeuvres ready before we arrive.
I would love to be your chamber boy.
How precious. Why couldn't you waltz into my life sooner?
You sure you don't want to be alone with the sculptor?
Trust me, 3 is never a crowd. Now chop chop. Here's the key to the back stairwell of my penthouse. Stay in the kitchen till I arrive, or the bot will take offense. I live at the Emerald Suites. You can get to the hotel's lobby from the upper sidewalk.
Okay, time to go.
Greetings.
This is WTO Security Chief Donna Morgan. You were told to report to the air terminal. Very well, but do us a favor. The Minister of Culture lives in the penthouse here. We believe he is smuggling equipment and violating WTO import-export regulations. Search his apartment for a vault containing contraband.
Keep your distance.
Good work. You found Dr. Nassif's place. Now see what you can learn.
Wait, you're just going to leave without searching? Don't you want to know what's really going on? If they're really innocent, Tarsus and Nassif have no reason to hide anything from us.
You must be a new tenant. I don't recognize you.
You must know all the ins and outs of this building.
Heck yeah. I've got the keys and codes for every door in this place. They all dismiss me as lower Seattle trash. But I see more than they would like. Someday it's going to pay off.
You watch these people in their homes?
No, that's going too far. I just poke around when they're not home. There's a master code for all the apartment doors. For the penthouse, though, you need the key to the back door since the elevator's out again. Since my salary is a joke, both are for sale, if you're interested.
No thanks.
Suit yourself.
What's this all about?
I wanted you to see more evidence that the program is corrupt. We weren't their proteges, just their guinea pigs. That's why I joined the Order.
So you're serious? Leaving all your work at Tarsus behind so you can join this church? How do you know we can trust them? They attacked the apartments and put us in danger.
I've been talking with their High Augur, Lin Mei Chen. There was some miscommunication about the raid, but the main objectives were still accomplished. They showed us what was really going on behind the scenes and freed us. I'm grateful, and you should be too.
Grateful? Miscommunication? They were shooting at us.
We're not exactly sure what went wrong, but there are some radical cells within the Order that want to take more extreme measures. They certainly don't represent the Order as a whole.
We've been with the program since we were 13 years old. Why are you so quick to abandon that? What can the Order offer you?
They really want us to find true balance and order in our lives, which can only be possible when we're not being subjected to secret experiments.
Tarsus gave us a lot. Maybe we owe them a chance to explain.
Don't be naive. Search Nassif's apartment, then go to the Order headquarters in the old Hartford Turbine warehouse in Lower Seattle. It will all become clear to you. That sounds like it's from Mark Finley, Seattle's Minister of Culture. Now, why would he be talking to Nassif about hiding a shipment? Is Tarsus involved in some sort of smuggling operation?
Almost time to go home.
Threat identified.
Surveillance.
Looks like people from Tarsus are mixed up in that transaction. I'd like to know how they're running equipment to Mako ballistics, and why a weapon called the Magrail has been commissioned by the Knights Templar. Report to the air terminal. We have a lot to discuss.
Tracking. Reporting.
Hi.
Assessing tactical damage.
You won't get away with this!
I hear you.
Oh? I think something's going on here. she remembers me. You're late.
Behavior heuristic unacceptable.
Guess I missed out on some action.
I took care of that lawyer, Kevin O'Rourke. He won't be bothering your customers anymore.
Splendid. Here's your money. I knew you were the type when you walked in the front door.
What about the VIP membership?
First, you must agree to abide by certain rules. Number 1, membership is confidential. You do not disclose the names of other members to anyone. Understand?
I understand.
Number 2, you stay in the VIP lounge. No snooping around club offices.
Got it.
Okay. The security door for the stairwell to the VIP lounge is on the ground floor. The code is 11413. Obey the rules and have a good time.
I don't have time for this.
Great place, huh?
The service you performed for my business associate is appreciated. Mr. O'Rourke was a danger to the sect.
My pleasure.
Your compensation will be access to our markets.
Must be pretty risky for the Omar to operate in the heart of Upper Seattle.
Without an Omar presence in WTO enclaves, the black market cannot operate internationally. Shall we conduct business?
Sure.
With your abilities, you will appreciate our merchandise. You may purchase now or earn an additional discount by providing another service to the Omar.
Go on.
This service will be a theft. In the basement of this establishment, the manager has hidden a cadaver, an unusual mutant he wishes to sell to a biotech firm. We are interested in the properties of the mutant's tissues, which are highly resistant to radiation and extreme temperature.
You want me to steal a carcass from a nightclub?
A tissue scan, please. The biological properties could be used to improve Omar adaptability. Or would you prefer to make a purchase now?
What are you selling?
I have a ballistic silencer, appropriate for any caliber barrel. Also, a black market biomod canister, enables non-piezo chem functionality. I also have an SMG machine gun. As a regular customer, you must pay full price for each.
Maybe later.
Very well. Greetings.
Minding my own business, officer.
The tissue scan you recovered from the basement is already producing improvements in Omar's survivability.
Glad I can help.
Omar adaptations will soon encompass every climate and biohazard on Earth, and many more environments that may exist elsewhere. You have earned preferred customer status, a 50% reduction in prices.
That's very generous. What's the Omar's objective? Space exploration? Or was that thing in the basement?
The Omar are an application of anagenetic evolution to rapid environmental change. In solving the problem of survival on a planet disrupted by wars and self-replicating hazards, we have solved other problems. The specimen you examined was a similar attempt to solve these problems.
Who made it?
A failed corporation named VersaLife. The Omar have learned much from the VersaLife laboratories abandoned after the collapse. Shall we conduct business?
That's my only reward? A discount?
Very well. In addition, you will be given one black market biomod canister.
Thanks. Give me the biomod canister.
The Omar appreciate your business.
Right.
The stairwell will take you straight to the kitchen. You'll find everything.
He's been watching me for almost a week. I'm glad he finally took the bait.
Very funny.
New fare, 5 times the old one.
5 times? That's quite an increase.
Uh-huh.
Take it easy.
Uh-huh.
Something ain't right. Thought you were gonna catch me by surprise, huh?
Something bit unusual.
Hang back!
Disturbance out of range.
This has got to stop.
Real bright, Scab. Where are you?
Ah, Alex D. Chief Morgan has had a lot to say about you.
I haven't had the chance to talk to her yet.
Then be sure you talk to Chief Morgan as soon as you can. She's in Europe right now, but she'll address you from the holocom in her office. Go up the stairs, hang a right, and look for the management wing on your left.
I told you, we can't trust Tarsus or the WTO. You really should come to our church and hear what the Order has to say. Her Holiness will open your eyes. May she watch over you.
Chief Morgan, you wanted to see me?
I want to hear what you know about the terrorist attack that led to your escape from Tarsus Academy.
The Order wanted to stop the experiment. That's about all I know.
We were watching that facility ourselves. Ever heard of an organization codenamed Apostle Corps?
Sounds like a cult.
Apostle Corps made your biomods. I'm not blaming you, but the technology diverges wildly from piezochem biomods, the only ones approved for sale.
You're investigating this Apostle Corps for patent infringement?
Market disruption. The genius of the Apostle Core product is that it restructures any host DNA to tolerate biomodification, whereas the standard infusions work for only 1 in 20 patients. Apostle Core could go commercial and devastate biomod prices.
In other words, you want modified people to hold their value like real estate.
If you put it that way. We don't want another collapse. What you can do for us is follow up on your discovery at the Minister of Culture's penthouse. Check out the Mako lab north of town. We know they've been doing illegal weapons research, and that your former trainer, Dr. Nassif, has contacts there. You'll need to hire a pilot and leave at once.
You don't have any extra pilots?
The Chicago disaster is occupying every available craft. You shouldn't have any trouble finding a pilot at the Greasel Pit Bar in Lower Seattle. I don't care who flies you in, just get there. Mako is developing a new firearm called the Mag Rail. In addition to finding Nassif, the WTO needs an agent who can get us the Mag Rail schematic. I hope that will be you, Alex.
Guess I better check out the Greasel Pit.
The WTO is fighting an invisible war against several formidable enemies. Give us your loyalty, Alex. We need it.
What about the situation in the Inclinator?
Still unresolved. Our people have the area closed to pedestrians.
Please accept the sincere apologies of standard security. Our people should have screened out the terrorists at the lower Seattle entrance.
I'm not blaming you personally.
I'm the one who has to face the music, especially given the Chicago situation.
I have to admit, there's been some talk here of replacing SSC security guards with WTO military. I expect there will be some fallout. Just wanted to let you know that we have the situation in hand. What do you want? I'm busy.
Sorry.
If you're asking about the Inclinator, I don't know. Some sort of toxic spill. We're on it.
Actually,
If you're worried about the terrorist attack, don't be. WTO security did its job. The Order Church won't try something like that again.
I'm sure you have everything under control.
And don't make me file another complaint about corruption. I'm up to my ears in corruption. Smugglers, dodgy business owners. Meanwhile, half of Lower Seattle banging on the walls wanting citizenship in this zoo.
I just came by to talk to Chief Morgan.
Oh, you the guy with covert ops training? You want to make my day? Bring me the balance sheet for that dive nightclub, Vox, down at the end of the block.
One of those dodgy business owners?
Tax evasion, I'm pretty sure. That small-time cheat probably keeps his books in his office on the second floor. Bring me hard evidence against Vox, and I'll hand over a generous citizen's bonus. How's that? We've had 3 nightclubs on that spot in less than a year. Fronts, all of them.
Got fired again. Time to start drinking.
It was a pleasure working together.
Ow! Watch where you're going!
made you king of the world? Jackass! Hey!
DVD highly improbable. Anomaly. Body. Behavior heuristic. Abnormal. Require reassurance. Anomaly. Body. You cannot outthink my surveillance heuristics. I expect compliance. Pursuing center lock. Incomplete data.
You found the financial
Pursuit
data that the Enclave civic
impossible.
manager is interested in. Evidence of tax evasion, I bet. I'm sure he would be happy to give you a citizen's bonus if you reported the information to him at the WTO terminal.
How's it going?
Hi.
Doing business in the Enclave is always interesting.
Hi, I'm NG Resonance. What would you like to talk about?
What can you tell me about the VIP area?
You're the one who went inside. You tell me. I'm curious. Even the WTO authorities have been excluded, and they lack justification for a search warrant.
I checked out the VIP area. It's a contact point for the Omar, the black market.
Thank you. The authorities will be informed.
Do I get a reward?
Of course. I'll transfer the standard informants bonus. Hey, and you should come see me sing. I'll put you down for a free ticket. Good for any NG Resonance show, foreign or domestic.
I had a bar in Lower Seattle before the WTO created this high-class enclave. Crime lords down here were pussycats compared to what I have to do with here.
I took a peek at the club's records.
Yeah? What's that scumbag up to? Give me something I can get a warrant with, and it means a citizen's bonus to you.
Here's the data I uncovered. Looks like the owner has some undeclared sources of income.
I knew it! That man's made a fool out of me for the last time. By tomorrow, he'll be eating rats out of a Queequeg's dumpster. Mark my word. Here's your reward. I have some subpoenas to write.
Open. Your actions will be recorded.
Hey, you, come here.
What for?
You live here? It's my first time topside. What's a good place to go shopping?
Easy, Red. Mr. P said to lay low.
You deaf? I said I want to get me a fly leather outfit like the one you're wearing.
Come on, man, back off. Why every time we do a job you gotta skits and get us all fired?
P said stand here. I'm standing here, and now I want to go shopping. Only thing is I can't afford the Phoebesville markup. That's where you come in.
No problem. Just let me run to the ATM first.
Do I look stupid?
Just let him go, Red. Pick a fight up here, you're on your own, man. I got us this job and I plan to collect.
All right. You get one chance. But next time you're making a donation, I want to get my sick mama a present. I'll be waiting.
A bonus? You expect me to walk into a chemical spill for a few extra credits?
What about you?
Are you kidding? Without a hazmat suit?
Every minute the Inclinator is offline, we're all losing money. Think about that.
You weren't on the platform when that stuff spilled. I don't even want to guess what it does to a person long term.
I'm sorry, the Inclinator is closed until we get this toxic spill cleaned up.
Don't you have any hazmat workers or bots to take care of it?
One nanoformer bot, but it's been so long since we've had an emergency that it's fallen apart. I can't believe someone tried to slip toxic waste past us.
Can it be fixed?
The only guy with the code for the repair bot's closet is trapped on another platform. We've also got a hazard flush system, and we've got the code for that one, 4781. But the remote access is damaged. I'm trying to get one of these fools to go up to the balcony overlooking the bay to hit the master control, but they're afraid of crossing through the spill.
We're not letting ourselves get threatened into risking our lives. You can't fire us for having some common sense.
I never said I'd fire you. I just said that we're losing money over this, and I may have to let someone go afterwards.
Right.
Anyway, I'm hoping to find someone with more guts than these guys to do some quick contract work for a decent number of credits. If you manage to take care of it, report back to me so I can pay you. Until then, no one's going to be able to get down to Lower Seattle.
You're nearing the toxic spill the facility director told you about. The WTO is reaping the benefits of its harmful industries. I guess a little pollution is all in a day's work up there. The area's been closed off, and they've deployed bots to patrol and secure it. May Her Holiness watch over you as you face these obstacles. Good work. The area is clear. Natural balance has been restored. You should meet with the facility director to let her know she can reactivate the Inclinator now.
Repairing damage. Finished.
I've taken care of the problem. The area is no longer hazardous.
Fantastic. Here's a few credits for your trouble.
Thanks for braving it. Thanks for taking the job. I don't know what the director was going to do next.
Looks like things are getting back to normal.
They're gonna shut the inclinator down completely. I've been saying that since it was built.
Shall we conduct business?
What are you selling?
I have a black market biomod canister, which enables non-piezo chem functionality. I am also selling 3 energy cells for powering your biomodified systems. Or you might want 2 EMP grenades for disrupting electronic devices, such as surveillance equipment. As a preferred customer, you may purchase items at half market price.
I could use a few EMP grenades. Give me those.
Yomar, appreciate your business. Shall we conduct this?
Give me the energy cells.
Yomar, appreciate...
It's not too late. Just because you took one assignment for the WTO doesn't mean that the Order won't accept you. Talk to Lin May. The Order needs your help and has its own interests in the Mako facility.
My alliances are my own concern, but yes, I'm heading to Mako next.
Be careful whom you trust. Only the Order can help you retain your individuality and find spiritual balance. All others are suspect.
Is the WTO really that bad? The enclaves are safe and prosperous. It seems like a solid foundation for the future.
The WTO, Tarsus, or any other corporate entity seeks only to exploit you. As far as Tarsus is concerned, we're experiments, not people. Just walking petri dishes. You know we're worth more than that.
I'll keep all of that in mind.
May Your Holiness watch over you.
You owe this search for truth. Alex D. of Tarsus Academy. You are alive.
You always speak the truth, Your Holiness.
Have faith. The Order Church condemns the illegal biomodification experiments performed on you and the other trainees.
Biomods are part of the training. We knew what they do to our tissues.
Your biomod architecture is no piezochem clone. The trainee's DNA has been completely rewritten. We are certain the one called Leo would have been ineligible for biomodification without extensive gene replacement.
Sounds like typical R&D, an innovation that would expand the biomod market.
The technology's uses exceed what you might expect. It could standardize the human organism, make all ability and talent into software modules, radically disrupt the social order.
You think there's a political agenda behind my biomods?
Yes, we have rescued you so that you can help us identify and defeat your creators. Please listen to my High Augur, Lin Mei Chen. She will contact you at the holocom in the other room. You must strive with your meditations to become a Pandita. Our Hindu brothers originated this goal.
They're gonna shut the inclinator down. I've been saying that since it was built.
What do you... Give me the energy cells.
Leo. Shall we conduct?
I could use a few...
Leo.
Tape.
Diagnostics passed.
Don't forget to come see me at the Order Church, Alex.
State your business.
Just going for a walk.
You scoping the place? Working for Sid Black, maybe?
Never heard of him.
He owes Miss Sack some money. We're keeping his jet until he pays up. Last thing we need is some stranger casing the landing pad.
Can I talk to Miss Sack?
What for?
Maybe I can help her get Mr. Black to pay.
You better not be feeding me a line.
You wouldn't fall for something like that.
I guess you're right. Through this door, take the hallway to the elevator at the other end. It's busted, so you'll have to climb the ladder in the shaft to the top floor. Miss Sack's office is up there. And remember, stay off the landing pad.
Got it.
Don't forget to come see me at the Order Church, Alex. That landing pad is run by a local smuggler, Sophia Sack. Looks like they've seized Sid Black's Harrier, probably as payment for phony debts. It never hurts to have a pilot who owes you a favor. You could pay the debt, or, better, eliminate Sack and her henchmen for the good of the—
Whoa, hey, this is my apartment.
I guess I took a wrong turn somewhere.
Who sent you? It was that Pequod's jerk, wasn't it? He isn't satisfied that he already has the zoning lockdown for all of Upper Seattle and can keep me out. He has to play like a mafia don and send people to harass me. Well, I won't be intimidated, I won't!
I didn't come here looking for a fight.
If he wants to peddle his overpriced peculinos down here, let him. But I deserve a shot at those babyface executives uptown. What I need is a hacker. Someone to break into the civic manager's computer at the WTO terminal and approve my zoning petition. Business is good down here. I've got money and I want to expand.
Sounds like a risky operation, but I take it you can afford to hire a few thugs of your own.
Well, I'd make it worth a certain someone's while, that's for sure. Why do you ask? Know anything about government databases?
Maybe I'll check back with you later tonight.
Don't forget to come see me at the Order Church, Alex. That landing pad is run by a local smuggler, Sophia Sack. Looks like they've seized Sid Black's Harrier, probably as payment for phony debts. It never hurts to have a pilot who owes you a favor. You could pay the debt, or, better, eliminate Sack and her henchmen for the good of the whole neighborhood.
It's for someone who wants to hide. The landing pad is off limits.
Sid Black sent you to pay his debt, or you want to bring me his head, you'd better let one of my security guards escort you out.
What do I get if I bring you his head?
That was a joke. I already have his jet. I don't have any use for a half-pound of his flesh. Did you have some business to discuss? I need a pilot, but until Sid settles his debt, I can't let him handle product for the Omar.
Wish I could help.
We've got trouble.
Security around here is falling apart.
Praise. You have a strong will, after all. That woman was trying to run us out of town.
Gotta do
Now
something
take care of
fast.
the security force so that Sid can have his jet back.
Get back here. This assignment stinks. So we...
Hey, I think I saw something. Someone thinks real sneaky. Hey!
Bring it on!
Spread out!
You have violated this zone's security provisions. violating this zone's security provisions. Failed to complete task. Initiating repairs. Process aborted. Repairing damage. Failed to complete task. Severe. Engaging auxiliary components. Initiating repairs. Functionality restored. Public repair platform accepting task requests. Stay clear. Repairing damage. Repairs complete. Accidental collision.
Excellent. You've done much to bring peace to this neglected part of the city. Maybe you can find Sid Black at the Grizzle Pit Bar to give him the good news about his jet.
No active weapons in the Greasel pit. First I gotta transmit the safety lock codes to freeze anything you're carrying. Then I let you in. Otherwise, take a hike.
Go ahead, send the code.
Thanks. There's sensors that will reactivate everything on your way out. You're clear to go in now. You're ready to leave, just head out, and the sensors will automatically reactivate.
I'm serious.
But what about the apartment?
I already picked up my gear.
Your gear? You're leaving? Sid, you made me get this big place. Do you know how high my rent is?
Come on, I'll be back. You know this is home to me, Cindy.
Sandy.
Sandy, right. But a captain's got to sail if he wants to keep his ship. Well, well. An Enclave kid comes down to cruise the slums on Daddy's credit line. First time at sea level?
My parents are dead. They were in Chicago at the time of the attack.
Oh, sorry, mate. Just talking chuff, no offense.
Sure.
Sid Black. Call me Sid. Best jet jockey in the Northern Hemisphere. So, you're on your own? If you need a lift, I'm game. All you gotta do is bail out my jet and give me a little something for my trouble.
Took care of the people guarding your jet. You won't have any trouble taking it back.
Cracking good work. Then I'll see you at the landing pad. You can pay me when you're ready to fly.
How much do you charge your passengers?
The going rate.
Yes, I'm upset. Leave me alone.
What do you want?
More uptown thieves every day.
Another lucky night.
Match 7. Gobs are in the chute. Buy-in is the house minimum. Odds are 1 to 1.
You really have cockfights with transgenics down here?
Hey, better watch the feed speak around the pit, or these scabs, not me of course, but these other scabs might take advantage. Know what I'm saying?
Sorry. So how do I know it's transgenic to bet on? They all look the same to me.
You work in a lab or something?
Something like that.
Well, we fight gobs down here. Green gobs, brown gobs, baby-stealing, sewer-slinking, good-eating gobs. Follow me? Right now, it's Green Dragon in the North Chute, Shutterbug in the South. Walk around, check the fighters, then let me know where you want to put your money.
Let me think about it.
Make it quick. Gobzilla's on deck.
Mean sons of bitches, that's for sure. Looking for a sure thing? She's right under the grate there. Check out the scales on that girl. That's Green Dragon, a new gob fresh from the sewer. Mean as nails.
She been in many fights?
A greasel don't grow up wild and not get in fights. I said this gob is fresh, understand? Been hunting scab winos for years.
I'll take your word for it.
Hey Jack, listen up. Want to script some real cash? You look like the mercenary type.
Depends on what you mean by script.
Final match is 4 to 1 odds. Buy-in begins right after this fight, after which the odds stand, even if something happens to one trainer's lineup.
You want me to kill someone's greasel?
Shh! I'm talking about the champ Gobzilla. Follow me? She's still at Tina's pad in the Heron's Loft building near the Inclinator, apartment 22. I'll give you a bounty if that gob dies. Plus you get to make bank on the 4 to 1 situation. Cool?
I already cooked that gob.
Serious?
Serious. Gobzilla's history. You've got a good shot at the title.
That's what I wanted to hear. Here's the payoff. It's all I got. You want more? Bet on Snake Eyes in the World Championship.
What's it gonna be?
My money's on Green Dragon.
Yeah, Green Dragon. I put my money on sewer gobs every time. They're meaner. How much you want to bet?
Here you go. Name's Alex D.
D for Upper Seattle Dandy?
D for don't ask.
Well, better get your buns over to the pit. Your gob's dropping into the fire.
Pick your move, Bug. That's it. Nice. Just hang in there, Bug.
A man can pick his gobs.
I won. I think you owe me some money.
Save the attitude, D. The pit pays. Here you go. Double your money. House takes 10%.
Thanks.
Come back later tonight. Tina's bringing in the champ, Gobzilla. It's gonna be Gobzilla versus Snake Eyes, 4 to 1 odds. Bet on Snake Eyes, you might just quadruple your money.
Thanks for the tip.
It'll take us a while to get cleaned up for the next match.
Introduce yourself.
Is this a prank call or something? Funny way to meet people.
I search every place I can. You're very close, but not quite the one I'm looking for.
Close to what?
You look modified.
So?
I need help. I'm a helicopter pilot. They're holding me captive, along with my chopper, at the WTO terminal in Upper Seattle.
I just came from Upper Seattle. How'd you get this call past WTO security?
I've tapped into the terminal's local network. The passcode to the hangar holding my vehicle is 00485. Get me out of here, and I'll fly you anywhere you want, free of charge.
I could use a pilot. I'll think about it.
But I talked to Mr. Paladin, one-on-one. He laid it all out, straight up. Rules is rules. No active weapons in the Greasel.
Go ahead.
Thanks.
Match 8. Bad news. The champ's been cooked in her own crib. Godzilla is no more. But house rules will provide. Reigning trainer gets a free substitution 4-to-1.
How'd Godzilla get killed?
One of the trainers, probably. Greedy scabs. They're the real animals in my book. So what's your bet? Snake Eyes challenging the Claw 4-to-1 against Snake.
Let me think about it.
Well, hurry the hell up. This is the World Championship about to go down. Make a call. Who's about to be the next champ?
Snake Eyes all the way.
Right on. Going for the jackpot. How much?
Here you go.
You're in the game, D. Now get in there and shake your pom-poms for Snake Eyes. He'll be coming out the north chute.
Head down, Claw. Head down. Read the pit now. Use your head. Just fight, you dog. Read the pit now. Use your head. Just fight, you dog.
Tough luck, D. Pit.
Thanks.
Make a call. Who's about to be the next champ?
Snake Eyes all the way.
Right on. Going for the jackpot. How much?
Here you go.
You're in the...
Head down, Claw. Head down. Read the pit now. Use your head. Just fight, you dog. Head down, Claw. Head down.
Make a...
Snake eyes all the way.
Right on.
Here you go.
Head down, Claw. Head down. Read the pit now. Use your head. Just fight, you dog.
Guess you're looking to get paid.
How much did I win?
Let's see. Times 4 minus 10%. Here you go.
Thanks.
Tomorrow night, same time, same place. There's always new meat in the pit.
We did it! Snake Eyes buried that fool Greasel.
Uh-huh. That's right. You're ready to leave, just head out, and the sensors will automatically reactivate everything. They'll always need us for their dirty work. Like my brother Danny. Just be cool, I give up.
Where to? I always charge the going rate.
I got your jet back. Isn't that good enough?
I gotta at least break even if I'm on a burnt fuel. That rate includes covert placement, curb drops, hostile pickups. Better flies charge less but don't deliver. Bunch of sods in my opinion.
You better not rip me off.
No worries, Scally. But fair warning. Don't expect a ride back to Seattle. This town's burned me one too many times.
Take me to the Mako Ballistics facility north of the city.
Hop in. See, I drop my birds on the curb. You're on the roof of the Mako Ballistics main complex. I got you past the bots and surveillance downstairs.
You're on the ground. Good. Now get inside the main complex. Expect heavy security around the perimeter, including automated surveillance and armed guards. Your assignment will be to locate the prototype of the Templar-funded mag rail so that my people can upload a schematic. More later.
Huh? That's a bit unusual. Here we go.
Someone killed a guard. Guard! This is serious.
Carry lab ID at all times.
That's the main entrance. You either have to get your hands on the door or blast your way in with some kind of explosive.
Initiating repairs. Finished.
Wipe my hands. Don't tell me. You're one of them big city reporters. Thinks he's gonna bluff the management into giving him a peek at the new weapon.
How does a groundskeeper know about a classified prototype?
I was in on a consultation. That sucker they built shoots through walls. I'm supposed to keep an eye on the ecological impacts and not go too close to the rear of the complex.
I'd really like to see it.
Well, they only let me go as far as the storage closet, but for the right price, I could give you the code to the front door.
Maybe later.
You didn't hear this from me, but in case you want some spending money, the employee ATM is in Cargo Bay 02 across the courtyard. They never updated the firmware, which means it's pretty easy to hack. Or so I've heard. Let's do this thing, people.
Maybe later.
This is Security Alert. We have information on a possible external threat to this campus. As
Better watch where you're going, pal.
Outside the company. Communicate electronically only on the Mako network. Starting now. Visitors. We're automated testing to prepare whether it's a suicide bomb or even be safe. Now let's make a great weapon.
Dr. Ramakadra, please dial 511. Dr. Ramakadra, welcome to Mako Ballistics. Biotech specialist needed in Lab 12. Biotech specialist needed in Lab 12.
So, the WTO wants you to steal the Magrail schematics. Don't be fooled. They will monopolize the technology for their own security forces. The order asks that you kill the scientist who developed the gun. We will send Mako a message. Such work breeds nothing but strife and suffering.
The violator is advised to leave immediately. This area is protected. You have been identified as a threat. Access denied. The violator is advised.
Anomaly detect threat identified.
Investigating specific threat.
Get back here! Yeah, this will be good.
I think I heard something.
Oh, jeez! what I've been waiting for.
Anomaly detected. Threat identified.
You better believe it.
Turn back. Unauthorized personnel presumed to be hostile.
Tracking incorrect. Reporting intrusion.
Engaging auxiliary components.
Anomaly. Threat identified.
Can I help you?
Are you the one who designed the mag rail?
Chief engineer, how'd you get down here?
I wandered off the tour. So you're custom designing weapons for this group calling itself the Templars?
Talk to sales, I just built the thing. Don't ask me why we want to arm a bunch of bigots. Genetic purists.
Doesn't sound like you believe in your work.
If the Templars are so appalled by body modification, what do they plan to do with 50,000 magnetic pulse firearms,
What if I wanted to take a look at the prototype?
Doesn't matter much to me. Sure, take a look. Go over to the weapon case and get ready to press that button. Meanwhile, I'll unlock the controls from the safety of my office. No offense, but I'm not standing out in the open while a stranger is fingering the trigger of the mag rail.
Thanks. I promise not to break it.
Just wait by the case. I'll unlock the access panel from my office.
Target included.
Holiness will be pleased, and you will be rewarded. Praise order. Praise your loyalty. Now, back on the trail of Dr. Nassif. Our investigators have traced her contacts to the biolab at the top of the elevator on the north end of the complex. Look for evidence there.
That sounded a little suspicious.
Whatever the Order may say, you're just a mercenary, not a hero. Killing one scientist isn't going to end this project. Someone else will just take on the development. Without the
extraction.
This is serious.
Anomaly threat identified.
Dr. Nassif said to carry on like normal.
I heard you talking about Dr. Nassif.
This is a private laboratory. State your business.
I'm interested in contacting her. I was told that I could find her here.
You were mistaken.
I'm from the Tarsus program. Dr. Nassif would want me to be taken back into custody.
Tarsus? Oh well, we don't know anything about the trials. Don't tell me there's been an escape. I warned Dr. Nassif. I said that if she wasn't careful, they'd end up with a J.C. Denton on their hands.
I guess you're here to wipe us out, like J.C. Denton wiped out the people who ran his trials. Well, we aren't as diabolical as MJ-12 was. I hope you aren't planning to trigger another collapse.
I guess it depends. Is there a connection? I mean, between the Tarsus experiments and the initial biomod research?
Not that I know of. But Dr. Nassif did give me a strange reply when I mentioned the Dentons.
How so?
She said that in the life sciences, one should never be surprised when the snake swallows its own tail.
Just like her to flaunt your position.
A pretty cryptic comment.
Enough talk. You've put us in danger by coming here.
Sorry, just trying not to get left behind.
Talk to the Chicago project director. He's on the other side of the biolab. I'm pretty sure he ran the trials, but he doesn't tell us much.
The nanomanipulators in the Minister of Culture's penthouse were intended for scientists in this lab. Search the lab for any samples
I'm leaving.
about Dr. Nassif's whereabouts.
A body.
He says that this road closer to home now.
Yeah?
Your instructions were to remain in hiding until one of us contacted you.
You look like the man on the holocom who warned Dr. Nassif about the security breach.
I guess someone put you on our trail. Didn't take them long to get to you, did it?
I'm just looking for some answers. Tell me about the Magrail project and what it has to do with Apostle Corps.
Apostle Corps is not in the weapons business. Our people here control the biolab, that's it. We've been investigating the railgun project ourselves because it looks like Mako is gearing up for a large arms shipment. 500,000 units. We think the guns are headed for the Knights Templar.
Since when are there 500,000 Templars? That's as big as the security force of the WTO.
Exactly. The Order and WTO are just as worried as we are. The post-collapse balance of power is quite precarious.
What do the Templars want? World domination?
A world in their own image, perhaps. One that wouldn't include Apostle Corps. They categorically oppose all biomod technologies. We think they might have staged the Chicago attack merely to ensure that our laboratory was destroyed.
Destroy a whole city? For one laboratory?
If our other facilities survive, you will learn why. Until then, to reveal more would be unwise.
I want to see Dr. Nassif.
Dr. Nassif will contact you. Now leave at once. You are too valuable to us to be risking your life in foolish expeditions.
Do not trust this man. Continue your search. We need to know Dr. Nassif's location. Search the director's private office room for clues to her whereabouts. A data cube or Vimeo may point the way.
Okay, break's over.
This can't be happening!
Target living zone. This area is protected. Reassembling tissues. Healing functions complete. Repairing wounds. Healing aborted. Reassembling tissues. Tissue viability restored.
Confirming my departure. No contact from Cairo yet. I don't know what we'll do if headquarters gets hit as well. More after I arrive in Egypt.
So Apostle Corps has some sort of home base in Cairo. I guess we know where you're going to find your next target. Your pilot will be waiting for you on the roof.
Repairing wounds. Healing functions complete.
Eh? Better not be another result.
Just 1 minute. Okay, break's over. Hey, I'm the authority here.
You are going to be in big trouble when I catch you.
Already on the roof and primed for takeoff. See? You can always count on Sid Black for a timely extraction.
Maybe that's a bit unusual.
Here we go.
Where next?
Cairo.
Bosley, I need to get out of town too. Get in.
All right, I'm ready.